hands on your knees. Hands under the shoulder, knees go right beneath your hips. So that means hip distance apart, shoulder width. Okay, right here, just gently side to side, wiggle, wiggle. Loosen up your mid-back slightly. And use the motion of your shoulder and two corners of your hips to help you release, relax your neck. Let us go for your first balance. Learn to pull the belly in as you spread your fingers and your toes open. And here's that exhalation. Right arm, left arm, right leg, opposite limbs looking down. Here's that exhalation. Again, this is your inhale. Stay here for a moment. Think about firming the belly in, especially the lower part. Anytime you can engage that core, that's advisable. Exhalation. Left arm, right foot. Fingers and your toes are open. Looking down. Hold there for a moment. Think about firming your belly in. Get that into your regular habit. One more on each side. Right arm, left foot. Inhale. Here's that exhalation. Left arm, right leg. Keep the gaze down. Here's that exhalation. Once you return now, coming out to your side, however side you feel comfortable, right hand, lower hand aligns to the edge of your hip and the lower ankle. Left upper foot also aligns. Come to that place, just gently oscillate that rib cage side to side for a moment until you can feel like you can sink. This part is lounging and this part is rather relaxed. Please learn to firm into the elbow so you're not dipping all the way onto your wrist. Okay, stay here for a moment, front and back, almost like you're about to lose your movement, about to lose your balance, so that you find out right in the center where I can hold you here. Opposite hand to the lower edge of your rib cage. Let this hand show you how to breathe into that designated area. The more you can relax into this lower part, the more stretch that you gain. Take your hands there as you spread your fingers so you have a nice coverage. Feel that breath as you try really hard. I know you're trying very hard to maintain that equilibrium. Okay, breathe nice and deep. When the exhalation comes, see if you can drape the lower part of the rib cage just a little bit more. Next inhalation, we take the upper foot in front of the lower thigh. This foot is facing forward, so the ankle is nice and square. Upper hand, this is your inhale, over the top ear, long fingers. Here's that exhalation. This is your inhale, come to the side, long fingers. Here's your exhalation. One more, inhale, inhale, inhale. I'm gonna keep you here, we stay. Again, try not to dip all the way into the wrist. Even though you're lounging, see if you can give a little engagement into that elbow. As you're here, try to breathe into that first spot. Try to also breathe into the opposite rib cage. Front foot is grounded. Take one more deep breath from me. Both hands will sink forward, out to the side, almost like you're walking the elbow towards the space behind you. Okay, bend that back elbow as you twist and turn. Imagine you're looking for the elbow behind you. You're looking for the space behind you. Okay, some of us, we continue with this one. If you need to add another layer, this hand, upper hand, gives a little pressure. If you're doing this, then gently, gently. Give that upper leg a little encouragement to open up the corner of that hip. Gently, gently. Rib cage is turning towards the elbow behind you. Meanwhile, you're trying to open up this pocket. Learn to breathe there. Okay, pulsation, 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 pulsation. Take a deep breath. Can you offer a little extra pressure as you gyrate the ribcage to the space behind you? Then inhale, we neutralize. Couple more. Exhale, twist and turn. Look down and look back. One more. Inhale, neutralize. And exhalation, gently offer a little pressure. We twist and turn. Now we breathe. Looking down, relax your neck. So the opposite corner, this hip and the opposite shoulder are going away, further away from each other. Take one more deep breath and exhalation, we neutralize. Walk this back hand aligned to the edge of your hip again. Some of us will repeat this one. Some of you grind into the front foot. Let's give a little effort into the front foot as you lift that lower body off the floor. Here we go, exhalation. Two more together. Press into the front foot. Learn to firm squeeze into your thigh. That means your pelvic floor is well engaged. Here's your exhalation. Learn to firm that lower elbow so you're not dipping weight into the wrist. Stay here for a moment. Learn to squeeze that straight leg. And here's your exhale. We return now. Once you return, align both feet again together. Use your upper hand to find your balance, to help you with that balance. Can you push the upper foot away from the navel? Here's that exhalation. This is your inhale. Here's your exhale. Go one more. Deep breath. Stay, stay, stay. One finger off the floor, another finger off the floor. See if you can encourage your lower leg to behave a little stronger. Okay, releasing. Now we stay. Lower elbow drops and you really lounge into it this time. So this lower shoulder will hike up a little bit as you really learn to drape into that side. Okay, lower hand supporting your equilibrium or first fingers together. Maybe you don't need that support and we hold here. A little shaking in the beginning when you're activating the muscle you're not used to using, and that's totally normal. Take one more deep breath for me, and here's your exhalation. Once you return now, back to your hands and your knees again. Oscillatory in your mid-back. Let the motion of your elbow and the two corners of your hip help you. See if you can find another way to oscillate. Okay, feel that range of motion, feel for releasing of your neck. Next inhalation, we come to, remember this balance again. But this time, look, back foot a little higher. So we're asking your glute muscle to behave a little stronger. Exhalation, return. Back foot just a little bit higher. Exhalation. Couple more on each side. This is your inhale. Back foot a little higher than before. Exhalation. There is a sensation that you're squeezing into the glutes. Learn to firm the navel in. Exhale, return. Right arm, left foot, opposite lips, looking down. Back foot a little higher. Exhalation. Left arm, right leg, back foot a little bit higher. Firm the navel in, looking down. Here's your exhalation. Now we switch side. Opposite lounging. Wrists, hip, ankles are well aligned. Position this lower hand to a place where you can drop the weight of the rib cage. Okay, forward and back a little bit. Purposely you lose that balance before you find it. Use that lower finger to help you. And next inhalation, let's take this hand right by the lower quadrant of your rib cage. Spread the fingers wide so you have a nice coverage. Lower part of the body is totally relaxed. Okay? Find a way to firm your elbows. If you don't know how to do that, just gently bend that elbow a little bit so that you don't develop a tendency to dip onto your little wrist. Okay, the wrist is not meant for a lot of weight bearing. So you eventually you will learn how to activate your upper arm, your inner arms, and upper body strength. Feel that breath. Use the breath to stretch your intercostal muscles, stretch these tissues that's inside of the body. Your inner organ gets a little massage with the way you breathe. One more deep breath. Next exhalation, upper foot in front of the lower thigh. Guide it forward. Make sure this ankle is nice and straight. Okay, upper hands, we go over the top ear. Fingers are long. Here's your exhalation. Beginning of the breath, middle of the breath, ending of that breath. Exhale, beginning, middle, no rush. One more. It's always a meditative practice, so stay calm, stay slow. Take both hands towards the space behind you, away from the navel, as far back as the body allows. And bend your elbows gently, gently, especially the elbow behind you is going to guide you out to the side, gentle spiral. Meanwhile, ground into the front foot. Stay here for a moment, turn the gaze toward the hand behind you, and now we breathe. So remember, this is option 1. Option 2, hands to the upper thigh or the upper knee. And can you have a little bit of movement here? Gently, gently, pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. If you're ready, we go for inhale, lifting, exhale, twisting. A little extra pressure into the front thigh. Inhale, neutral. Spiralically, we twist and turn, looking back. Inhale. Here's that exhale. Go one more deep breath. Here's that exhalation. If the body allows, I'm going to keep you here. Otherwise, just take this approach or keep working on one breath at a time. Let the body learn to release its tendons and its ligaments. Slowly, slowly, you gain a little extra range of motion in your lumbar and your sacral region. Okay, remember, this pocket gets the breath. Opposite corner start to walk itself away from the upper corner of that hip. Deep breath as much as you can. Next inhalation, we return. Bring the heel of your hand aligned to the side of the edge of your hip. Feet comes now together. Lower finger will help you to support your balance. Again, we drape down. Upper foot pressing away from the navel. Only as high as the body allows. Just do your best. Okay, continue. This is your inhale. Push, push, push. Exhalation. It's going to feel a little awkward. It's going to feel a little intense because you're not used to activating certain part of the muscle. But all that will come. Extension, and I'm going to hold you here for a moment. Try your best to maintain that balance so you don't tilt forward and back. Exhalation, returning. Perhaps walk this lower hand out a little more. See if you have a little more leverage as you lounge down. If you don't need the support of that lower hand, first two fingers together, and there you take a siesta here, morning siesta. Deep breath, where your hand was before, that's where you take the breath. Okay, try not to dip your way into the lower wrist. Next inhalation, we neutralize. Coming now back to your hands and your knees again. Okay, rounding of the spine as you learn to puff up. Open, look down. Can you pull that belly in? Inhale, opposite direction, crown away from the navel. Okay, this is your inhale, looking down. Here's a moment where you can engage that core. And inhale, we stretch the front. Couple more. Here we open up the back. Here we open up the front. Inhale, we stay here. Use the wiggle technique to open up the back of your rib cage a little more. Then inhale, opposite, front zipper elongates. Inhalation, we walk our knees towards one another and reaching now back foot as you look forward and up. Notice if you walk the foot a little higher, it's going to activate your glutes, and that's a good thing. Exhale, same thing as you puff up, drag that knee forward towards the forehead. Same leg as you look forward. Here's that exhalation, round. Deep breath as you go, inhale, exhale, round, round, round. Returning now, left foot behind you. This is your inhale, going forward and up. Exhalation, belly in. Inhale, squeezing into the back hip. Take the foot a little higher. Exhale, belly in. Third one, inhale, arching open. Then here's that exhalation, round, round, round. Returning back to center, right foot goes behind you. And gently, gently guide that back ankle away from the tailbone. Almost like you're encouraging your foot to stretch. Ankle, your shin, the back of your knee gets a little intention there. Inhale, we neutralize. Right knee steps down. Left foot diagonally out to the side. So I'll turn to the front so you can see me. I'm your mirror image. Have a look at the alignment here. Tailbone towards your lower knee. So this is nice and straight on that right side. Okay, unfold, unfold, unfold. Left hand takes the back of your right wrist. Pull that wrist away from the body first. And here's your gentle exhalation. Use the bending of your lower elbow to encourage the body to sink. Alignment awareness, look at that lower thigh is straight. And look at my upper thigh. I am here, I am not down here. Right? Flip the rib cage up towards the space behind you, behind you, behind you. Take one more deep breath. Use your next inhalation to come up. Exhalation, returning. Back to your hands and your knees again. Knees come together. Left leg behind you as you look forward and up. Back foot a little higher. Exhale, round. Knee into the forehead. Same leg behind you as you look forward and up. Here's your exhalation. Round, round, round. Third one, inhale, open. Exhale, knee into the forehead. Walking that leg behind you, toes tucking, and gently, gently. So your lumbar region connects to the back of your hip. Hip connects to the knee, knee connects to the ankle, ankle connects to the foot. So when you're stretching the foot, all the strip along from the lower back down gets that extension, and that's really important. Okay, next inhalation, returning, left knee to the floor, right foot out to the side. I'm going to turn to the front so you can see my body. Alignment awareness, tailbone towards your lower knee. So this strip stays nice and straight. Your right foot is pointing forward. We open the outer edge of that foot. Unfold then, right hand takes hold of your back of your left wrist. Pull that wrist as high as you can before we come to that side extension. Bend the elbows slightly, learning to drop with gravity. As relaxed as you can. It's a very intuitive pulsation. Gently, gently, we come to the side. Here, I'm going to hold you here for a moment. Remember, your rib cage looks more like this, not here. Open it up and keep this thigh vertically straight. While you're here, can you invite that wrist to keep going out to the right a little more? Deep breath, that same side extension you've been working with. Inhalation, we neutralize, coming into the upright. And here's your exhalation. Return, return, return. Once you return, now I'm going to bring you to your back. Let's work on a little bit of your core activation. Lie on your back, separate your feet hip distance apart. Feet are underneath your knees. Take a moment, wiggle your toes a little bit. Fingers to your mid-thigh. Taking that deep breath there for me. Hold your breath. Curl your sacrum, your tailbone skyward. Exhalation, 10 fingers up towards your kneecaps. As high up as you can. Now look to the belly, squeeze your belly down. Hold, hold, hold one more. Inhale, neutral, coming back. Hold your breath. Curl tailbone, sacrum articulation, going up a little more. Exhale, fingers up towards your kneecaps, as high up as you can get them to be. Look to the belly, squeezing of the belly. Hold, hold, hold. Inhale, rounding down. Hold breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, hands up into the knee. Look to the belly, squeeze your belly down. No breath, hold one, hold two, go, hold one more. Inhale, gently guide the body down. Next round, take both hands up away from the shoulder. Long fingers, keep the arms straight though. Wrist away from your shoulder. Inhale, hold, curl, sacrum, tailbone skyward. Exhale, keep the elbow well extended. Look to the belly, head and chest off the floor. Squeeze those belly muscles, hold. That's your core engagement. Inhale, rounding down. Hold breath. Use the intention of your finger to elevate. Look to the belly. Draw the belly down. Learn to firm into the inner cavity of your core. Inhale, rounding down. One more then. Deep breath. Hold breath. Curl sacrum, tailbone skyward. Exhale, head and chest rise. Look to the belly. Keep working on extension of your arms, belly squeeze. Firm the inner cavity of your core, hold. Inhale, gently, returning back to the center. Fingers over your shin, gently, gently, give it a little gentle pulsation. Shake it that enough that you feel a nice massage in the lumbar, in a little stimulation in your spinal fluid. Very important to help your lower back to get comfortable. Okay, feet will come towards the ground. Please just do your best, turn the palms out. Don't force it, just come up as you press into your feet. Only as high as the body allows. Come to that place where you can gently oscillate your tailbone in that crescent moon arc. Right and the left side, learn to pivot, tailbone slightly to the right, tailbone slightly to the left. And oscillate enough that you can bring your hip up just a little higher than before. Fingers to the lower end of your rib cage. Use your hand to show you how to breathe there. Draw the chin in so the back of your neck is elongated. Ready? Inhale into your hands. Exhale. Can you firm into your feet? Firm into your legs as you walk that hip a little higher. Again, inhale into where your hands are. Exhale. Can we have articulation in the sacrum as you curl that tailbone up a little higher? One more deep breath into the lower part of your rib cage. Learn to expand the breath there. Exhale. Follow the natural tendency of your sacrum movement as you drive the hip up a little higher. Okay, stay here for just a couple of more breaths. Release your hands out to the side. Walk your elbows under a little more. Can you look for the movement in the side of your rib cage as you breathe? Can you feel for elevating that hip away from the floor just a little more? And that is on your exhalation. Inhale, learn to drive the sternum into the chin. Keep the tailbone curling up. Very skillfully, we round down now. Upper back comes, and then your mid back, and then your lower back. Let the sacrum and the tailbone be the very, very last one to gently return now. Once you return, right knee will brace into the body. Left leg will be nice and straight. Shake out that left leg for a moment and gently, gently. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. This is extremely important to take good care of your lower back with these pulsatory motion. Okay, left hand to your upper side, right hand to your upper knee. Circle that right knee in an external rotation. Now we work with your hip articulation. After a few sets, relax your hands. See if you can engage your core as you round that external circle. Round that external circle. Best as you can you firm down that lower leg, that straight leg, external rotation. Again, the mobility of your hip really contributes to the mobility of your lower back. So please lubricate your hip on a regular basis. Okay, left hand is going to catch hold of your upper knee. Draw that knee in the opposite circle. That's your internal rotation. Right hand out to the side, internal rotation. Make that circle really round. How about without your left hand? Internal rotation, but make that loop a little larger. Larger circle, meanwhile, learn to firm into the core. Okay, left hand is going to guide this knee all the way out to your left. We go for your spinal twist. Gently, gently guide that knee towards the floor. You might need to adjust your body a little bit so that you know that you're lying on the outer edge of your lower hip. Right hand out to the side and turn, turn, turn. Look for the right hand. Okay, some of you need a little bit of this kind of pulsatory, allowing your sacrum, your lower back to gain just a little more release. Okay, so turning the gaze towards your right hand. If you can, stay here and breathe. When the exhalation comes, see if you can feel that right shoulder dropping downward. When the inhalation comes, see if you can feel the upper side, the right side of your rib cage getting the breath. Every inhalation is deep and long. Every exhalation is slow, slow and complete. Take deep breaths. Take one more deep breath. Next exhalation, very gently, we return now, guiding the body back to the center. Can you do that one more time? Go ahead and bring that knee back to the left. Now, without the help of your hand, can you utilize your core to bring your knee back to neutral? Take that knee, take that foot upstairs. Shake it enough that you feel the reverberation in your lumbar in the sacral region. Push that foot away from the shoulder as you bring that foot back to the ground. Left leg now folds, fingers to your shin. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Relax the body so you get the benefit of this gentle lumbar massage there. Okay, meanwhile your spinal fluid also gets a little stimulation, and that's always a good thing. Okay, now right hand is going to help the right side to stay down. Left hand over the knee, guide that knee outside of the body in a circular spherical rotation. External rotation, external rotation, external rotation. Release your hands out to the side. Can you utilize your core as you do that same circle without your hand? Can you make that circle a little bit larger? Motion is lotion. The hip socket is a spherical structure. So when you stretch it, better to stretch it in a spherical way as well. Keep the left hand out to the side. Right hand connects to the knee. Invite your knee to come towards the navel area. Now you have internal rotation, internal rotation. Map out that circle as we release your right hand. Can you utilize your core to control the perfection of this circle? The circle is round, the circles start to get a little larger, a little larger, a little larger. Right hand guides your knee all the way out now to your right side. Gently, gently adjust the body so you know that you're lying on the outer edge of your right hip. Turn, turn, turn. Walk the gaze towards your left hand. Some of us look this kind of guidance, like you're a little boat floating on the surface of the ocean. Some of you stay. If you're comfortable to stay here, let's just work on the depth of your breath. Let that inhalation be deep and long. Exhalation slow and complete. Keep that lower leg well extended. Where is the initiation of your breath awareness? It's that whole left side of your body. Front of your left shoulder, that corner gets the breath. Side of the rib cage, your intercostal muscle gets the breath. The whole left side of the lungs, all the organ that lives on the left side, they get the breath. Meanwhile, your inner organ gets a little gentle massage as you're here. Take that breath slowly, take that breath deeply. So the quality of your breath is really the equivalent to the quality, the benefit of your practice. Always focus on how you can gain a deeper breath, how you can use the breath to calm down your nervous system, to relax your mind, so all the tissue, all the threads of your ligaments and your tendon start to embrace a different layer of stretch. Next inhalation, guide that knee into the center. Now try again. Return that knee back. Arms out to the side. Learn to firm into the core. Use the core engagement to guide that knee back to the center again. Once you return now, hands over your shin. Gently, gently. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Some of us, we continue with this one. If your core feels like another layer of challenge, you work on your roly-poly, up, roly-poly, down, roly-poly, in, and we find ourselves, however you return, back to your seat there. Okay, taking now your left foot out to the side. right knee folds, right knee away from the shoulder. Use a little wiggle wiggle extension to map out the evenness of your hip. Your strap or your belt, make it lengthy enough that it takes hold of the arch of that straight leg. Right arm over the top ear and use your upper hand to connect to that strap. Okay, remember the side should look like this, not this way. Turning, turning, facing the side of the rib cage towards the sky. Meanwhile, relax your lower arm, either in front of that leg or behind the leg. However, that helps you to feel that you can relax the lower body. Do you have articulation in the upper elbow? Can you motion the upper elbow gently forward and back a little bit? Okay. First, navigate your ability to wiggle here. Next, we point the elbow skyward. Can you invite the elbow to go into the space behind you a little bit? Yes, so that you can really activate and stretch your ability to breathe even a little stronger into the corner of your right hip. The whole right side of the body gets the breath. The inner cavity of your organ gets the breath as well. Once you start to feel the length of the breath, keep working on pointing that upper elbow into the space behind you. Deepen that breath, deepen that breath. Some of you start to shorten your strap. Once you start to feel the opening, check the mobility before you shorten your strap. Go for one more deep breath. Inhalation, we return now, center. Right hand is going to bring that hand back a little bit. Come to the fingertips. Can we gently allow that foot to come up and down a little bit? Inhale, bend the back elbow, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. Go one more, and exhale, return. Releasing of the strap, anchor both feet forward, give them a little shake, 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 shake. Opposite direction, left knee in, right foot out to the side. Gently wiggle, wiggle, situate your hip right and the left side, let them be even. Okay, have your strap or your belt over now to your left foot. Okay, if you need to take a break with your foot extension, then you do it without the strap like this. Okay, strap people, make that strap lengthy enough that you can use your left arm to grab hold of it. Yeah. Lower hand in front or the back of your leg. However that you feel more comfortable, that you can relax the right side of the rib cage. Okay, check your elbow articulation up there. Can you point your elbow forward, point your elbow backward? Yeah. So it's not just a stretch, but you want to have articulation when you stretch. Forward and back, forward and back. Continue, or I'll keep you here. Come to that place. You always want to have freedom in your elbow, upper elbow movement. Okay, can you point that elbow skyward? Can you invite your upper elbow to go towards the space behind you a little more? Make the strap lengthier if you need a little extra room. Now we breathe into the front pocket, your hip flexor on that left side. Into the left side of the rib cage. Into the intercostal muscles. All the organs on your left side gets the breath. Learn to puff the breath into the front and the back side of your lungs, into the rib cage. When you start to feel that release, you start to notice that you can shorten your strap a little more. Meanwhile, always check to see if you have articulation in the upper elbow. Go one more deep breath. Exhalation. We release the strap. Use your core to return. Okay, taking now. We don't need the strap. Best as you can, soles of your feet together. So you've been working with this one. Interlacing of the fingers underneath your feet. Side to side oscillation. Lose that balance. Slowly, slowly, you learn to be a little more comfortable with these hip openings. So remember the mobility of your hip. Now fan your wings. Mobility of your hip contributes to the longevity of your lower lumbar region, your lower back. Okay, can you now hug the body into the space behind you but perk up through the sternum? Okay, take one more deep breath into your hip. Exhalation. Once you release your hands, slowly this will show you how to sit on your hip with the even right and the left side of your hip to each other. Bring the torso into the space behind you. Neutralize your torso right on the left side with a nice big circle. Go into the space behind you a little bit before you re-enter. Come into the center of your V. Two more together. Very important to neutralize and harmonize your energy and your body. At the very end of your practice, it's like you're sealing everything. You get to keep the nourishment, the benefit that you have cultivated from our journey together. Towards the sun, we intend to reach and take that light like you're building your inner light. Make that a nice habit. So thank you everybody for sharing your mindful attention and your practice this morning. It's always a pleasure to be with you. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll see each other next time. Have a wonderful day.